Hey everybody, welcome to the real United States and welcome to 8th Street here in downtown Washington, D.C. for the inaugural run of the new DC Streetcars. For the first time in about 50 years, or just slightly over 50 years, DC will have streetcar service down along 8th Street, and right now it's about 2.4 miles. The new streetcars are just getting launched. We're going to have the opening ceremonies for you, a few bits of it, and so this is part of the DDOT, the DC Department of Transportation. So it is not part of the Washington Metropolitan Area Rail System. This is its own thing, and it's supposed to supplement the local rail and bus system here in DC for commuters and shoppers and everyone to get from, right now, Union Station down towards Benning Road, sorry. So everybody's very excited about this. There's a marching band here. There's a lot of dignitaries. Mayor Bowser is here to say a few words about the DC streetcar system. Now, I'm trying to keep an eye out because it's coming up behind me and I'd like not to get run over. We're right here along the edge of the trolley tracks, or the streetcar tracks that run along both sides of 8th Street. Now, this project's been in the works for about 10 years. When the planning first started to bring service back to DC, and about 7 years of that where they've actually been doing some structural planning and financial planning and all the things necessary to get these cars into service. Now, right now, for the first 6 months, it's going to be free to ride the streetcar here in DC, and after that, they will make a determination on what the fare is going to be to ride the DC streetcars. But they're beautiful, nice cars. They're all designed to be wheelchair compliant, so if you happen to be in a wheelchair or somebody in your party's in a wheelchair, they can access it. There's a place also where you can bring on strollers, you can bring on a bicycle, you have to hang on to it, much like you do on the metro system here in DC. But you can do that. So it's a good way, I think, that's going to be able to get around downtown, because it's a portion of the city that's not easily serviced. It's not close to any of the metro rail systems. There is a bus service here. But this is going to make it, I think, a little more convenient for those of us that like rail. So the first two trains here have been for the dignitaries and the VIPs that were part of the opening ceremonies. But after that, and let's move over so this truck can get parked in here on the other side. After that, it's going to be open for public and everybody can go ahead and take a ride. Now, I don't think we're going to get an opportunity to do that today because there's just too many people trying to push onto the few cars that are in service right now. So come along and join us for the inauguration of the DC streetcar system, and I hope you enjoy your stay.
Today marks a historic day for the District of Columbia. Today we can celebrate the launch of the DC Streetcar. I'd like to introduce the Honorable Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes Norton.
Hey. Hey, Mayor Bowser, you know, we've been waiting so long for this streetcar. It feels like magic. Is it really happening? I want to congratulate you and your administration. Look, we just got out the first transit bill, long-term transit bill in 10 years, and there is a 25% increase for transit. I want to welcome my good friend Earl Blumenauer, my colleague from Oregon in the Congress. This man leads us in everything except cars. Bikes, streetcars, and they had one in Oregon long before we did. This is not Eleanor's streetcar that she rode on going to Banneker Junior High School in Dunbar. This is DC's new streetcar.
Congresswoman.
But it's our duty today to be able to introduce our mayor, and the mayor who got the streetcar up and going, Mayor Bowser.
Well, hello everybody. Are you ready for DC Streetcar? I know I'm ready. I mean that when I say it, I'm ready. And I want to thank everybody who has been a part of getting the DC Streetcar up and running. Let me say first and foremost, on behalf of 4 mayors, many DDOT directors, a lot of council members, ANC commissioners, to the residents of Ward 6, especially the blocks that surround 8th Street, thank you for your patience. To the businesses, thank you for your persistence. And we are so grateful that you stuck it out with us, because this is the start of something big for our transportation mobility system in the District of Columbia. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So this 2.4 mile start to the streetcar will connect neighborhoods and communities and spur economic development. Most importantly, the streetcar offers another transportation option for networks in addition to Metro and DC Circulator. There are 10 schools along this corridor, and those students will have another options. Residents in the community can now take the streetcar to get to work, to go grocery shopping, and to run other errands. This will be a great addition and a great part of how people get around in Washington, D.C. We will continue to look for ways to expand the streetcar east to Benning Road. And we got to do it. And we will look for ways to expand the streetcar west. The planning is underway. We know it will take a village. We will know it will take a lot of smart thinking to make all of this happen. And I want to especially thank our DDOT director, who, when I interviewed him, I told him this would be his biggest challenge getting started, and he said, I'm up for the job. So let's hear it for Laith Dorm Show. And every time I would say, just like everywhere before me, when are we going to get started? What's the day? What's the day? The answer was always, when it's safe, Mayor, when it's safe. And we're ready. So everybody, let's ride. The Congresswoman wanted me to remind everybody that rides are free for 6 months. So let's ride for free for 6 months. Let's go, everybody.
So as you can see, the DC Streetcars use an overhead catenary system, it's called, to supply electric power to the electric cars. And they hold about 150 people at a time. That's their maximum capacity. Beautiful new cars here on H Street, so it's really a great day, beautiful sunny day we got for doing this. So I'd like to thank you for joining us here on the Real United States. I hope you've enjoyed this inauguration of the DC Metro Streetcars here in Washington, D.C. If you haven't already, I encourage you to pick, subscribe, and come along for the adventure. We love having all of you with us. If you got questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. I try to get back to everybody I can. And as always, thank you for watching.